My beloved child. Don't skip, because what you are about to hear is unlike anything you have heard before. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. There was a moment recently when your soulmate found themselves surrounded by people who expected an ordinary conversation. No one imagined that a single confession about marriage would leave the entire room speechless. The silence that followed was not caused by fear. It was caused by honesty. Your soulmate spoke from the deepest place in their heart, and every word carried the weight of hope, patience, and a future they had been quietly protecting. Some people expected them to choose comfort. Others expected them to follow someone else's plan. Instead, they revealed that they could no longer ignore what their heart had been telling them. They admitted that they would rather wait for the right person than rush into the wrong promise. The moment those words were spoken, every face in the room changed. No one expected such courage. But what they said next made the silence even deeper. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The conversation did not end there. Questions filled the room. Why were they so certain? What had changed? Why were they suddenly speaking with so much confidence? Your soulmate smiled quietly because the answer could not be explained in a single sentence. Something had shifted inside them. They had begun believing that real love should never be forced and that the right connection arrives at the right moment. Even though they never mentioned your name, every word seemed connected to you in ways no one else could understand. The people listening could sense that this was more than a simple confession. It felt like a promise to the future. Some were surprised. Others were inspired. A few remained completely speechless because they realized your soulmate had chosen hope over pressure. Don't skip. Stay till the end because the biggest part of this story has not been revealed yet. As the evening continued, one final statement changed everything. Your soulmate quietly admitted that they would recognize the right person not because of perfect timing or perfect circumstances, but because of the peace they would feel when that person entered their life. Those words echoed through everyone's hearts. The room became silent once again, and even those who had doubted them could no longer find the right response. At that very moment, a new chapter quietly began. The confession was never just about marriage. It was about choosing authenticity over expectation, faith over fear, and a future built on genuine connection. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end of this journey, because the next chapter will reveal what happened after that unforgettable confession, and why it may be more closely connected to your story than anyone could have imagined. A quiet wave of surprise continued long after the conversation ended. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end, because what happened next made the earlier confession seem like only the beginning. The people who had listened to your soulmate could not stop thinking about those heartfelt words. Some replayed every sentence in their minds. Others wondered if they had missed a hidden meaning. It was not just a confession about marriage. It was a declaration that they would no longer allow fear, pressure, or the opinions of others to decide the direction of their life. That unexpected honesty touched everyone present. Even those who rarely showed emotion found themselves reflecting on their own choices. Your soulmate had spoken with calm confidence instead of anger, with hope instead of frustration. The room had become silent because everyone sensed that these words came from a place of genuine truth. They could not explain why, but they all felt that something important was about to unfold. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the evening continued, the conversation slowly shifted. One person quietly asked your soulmate a question that no one else had the courage to ask. Is there already someone in your heart? The room became completely still. Every eye turned toward them, waiting for an answer. Instead of speaking immediately, your soulmate paused and smiled. That smile said more than 100 words ever could. It was the smile of someone who had learned patience. It was the smile of someone who believed that the greatest stories do not begin with noise but with quiet certainty. Finally, they answered in a way no one expected. They said that sometimes the heart recognizes a connection long before life reveals it. Those words left everyone speechless once again. Some people exchanged surprised glances. Others looked down, realizing they had underestimated the power of waiting for the right person. Your soulmate did not reveal a name. They did not point toward anyone. Yet everyone felt that this mysterious person already existed somewhere in their future. Don't skip. Stay till the end because the next part changes everything, the questions continued. People wanted to know why your soulmate had become so different. Not long ago, they had seemed uncertain about the future. Now they were speaking with confidence that inspired everyone around them. They explained that true happiness had begun the moment they stopped chasing approval and started listening to their own heart. They admitted that peace arrived when they stopped forcing answers and trusted that the right chapter would appear at the perfect time. Those listening could not argue with such honesty. Some nodded quietly. Others smiled without saying a word. A few even admitted that they wished they had discovered that kind of confidence much earlier in life. The atmosphere changed completely. What had begun as an ordinary conversation about marriage became a discussion about purpose, hope, and meaningful relationships. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is only the middle of the story. Then another unexpected moment unfolded. Someone jokingly asked what kind of person could possibly earn such unwavering trust. The room filled with gentle laughter, but your soulmate answered with complete seriousness. They said they were not searching for perfection. They were searching for kindness. They were not looking for someone who never made mistakes. They were looking for someone who had learned from them. They believed the strongest relationships were built on respect, honesty, encouragement, and quiet understanding. Once again, the room became silent. No one had expected such a thoughtful answer. Every sentence seemed to carry the wisdom of someone who had grown through challenges instead of being defeated by them. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you because the biggest revelation has still not been spoken aloud. As the gathering slowly came to an end, several people privately approached your soulmate. Some thanked them for speaking so honestly. Others admitted that the confession had changed the way they thought about love and commitment. One person quietly said they had never witnessed such calm confidence in a conversation about marriage. Your soulmate simply smiled and replied that the greatest promises are never rushed. They are prepared one quiet day at a time. Those words stayed with everyone long after the evening was over. Little did they know that this confession was only the first chapter of an even greater story. A meeting, a conversation, or an unexpected moment was already drawing closer, hidden just beyond the horizon. Don't skip. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you, and the next chapter will reveal the mysterious reason your soulmate's confidence suddenly became stronger than ever before. A new day arrived, but the echoes of that unforgettable confession refused to fade. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end, because the truth hidden inside this chapter is far greater than anyone realized. The people who had witnessed your soulmate's words carried those memories with them wherever they went. Conversations that normally lasted only a few minutes stretched into hours. Friends kept asking one another the same question. What gave your soulmate such incredible certainty? Why did they speak with complete peace instead of hesitation? The answers were impossible to find because your soulmate had not revealed every detail. They had only opened a small window into a much larger story. That mystery became stronger with every passing hour. The silence after the confession was not empty. It was filled with curiosity, hope, and the feeling that an extraordinary chapter was slowly approaching. No one knew exactly when it would arrive, but everyone could sense that it was closer than ever before. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Later that week, someone unexpectedly crossed paths with your soulmate and gently brought the conversation back to marriage. They smiled and asked whether anything had changed since that remarkable evening. Instead of giving a quick answer, your soulmate looked toward the horizon for a moment, as if searching for words that had never been spoken before. Finally, they said something that left yet another person completely speechless. They explained that waiting had never been their greatest challenge. The real challenge had been learning to trust the journey while nothing seemed to be happening. Those words carried a quiet strength that few people understood at first. Many people mistake silence for delay, but your soulmate had discovered that silence often prepares the greatest surprises. Every lesson, every unanswered question, and every unexpected turn had slowly shaped their heart into someone ready for genuine commitment. They no longer feared the future because they believed every meaningful connection arrives exactly when both hearts are prepared to receive it. Don't skip. Stay till the end because the next revelation is unlike anything you expect. As these conversations continued, an interesting pattern began to emerge. Different people, in different places, kept asking your soulmate almost the same question without realizing it. How do you remain so hopeful? Some asked with curiosity. Others asked because they secretly wished they could find the same peace within themselves. Your soulmate answered each person with quiet honesty. They said hope is not created by perfect circumstances. Hope grows when someone chooses not to give up, even when they cannot yet see the destination. Those simple words reached hearts that had been carrying uncertainty for years. One by one, people began reflecting on their own lives. Some called old friends. Some forgave past disappointments. Others decided to stop rushing important decisions. Without intending to become an inspiration, your soulmate quietly changed the way many people viewed love, patience, and the future. Yet there was one secret they continued protecting. There was still one reason behind their confidence that remained completely hidden. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Meanwhile, something unexpected was unfolding behind the scenes. Your soulmate began noticing moments that felt strangely familiar. Certain places suddenly felt meaningful. Certain songs seemed to carry new emotions. Small coincidences kept appearing at just the right time. At first, they dismissed these moments as ordinary events. But as the days passed, they became impossible to ignore. It was as though life itself was quietly arranging tiny reminders that an important chapter was drawing near. Every unexpected smile, every meaningful conversation, and every peaceful morning strengthened the feeling that the future held something extraordinary. They could not explain these experiences to anyone because they barely understood them themselves. Deep inside, however, they sensed that the confession they had made was only the beginning of a much larger story. Stay till the end. Don't skip because something huge is waiting for you. One evening, while reflecting on everything that had happened, your soulmate remembered a lesson they had learned long ago. They realized that the strongest relationships are never built on excitement alone. They are built on consistency, kindness, understanding, and mutual respect. That realization transformed the way they viewed marriage forever. Instead of imagining grand celebrations or perfect moments, they imagined quiet conversations, shared laughter, unwavering support, and growing together through every season of life. They understood that lasting happiness begins long before two people stand beside one another. It begins with becoming the kind of person capable of giving genuine love without fear or selfishness. This understanding gave them even greater confidence than before. People around them noticed the difference immediately. Their words became calmer. Their smile became more genuine. Their future no longer seemed uncertain. It seemed filled with quiet purpose. Don't skip. Stay till the end because the greatest mystery has still not been revealed. Days continued to pass, yet the memory of that marriage confession remained alive in every conversation. People who had doubted your soulmate now admired their courage. Those who once questioned their decisions began asking for advice instead. No one expected such a dramatic change. The confession that had once surprised everyone slowly became the story people shared whenever they spoke about choosing authenticity over expectation. Still, your soulmate never claimed to have every answer. They simply trusted that the right chapter would reveal itself at the right time. That quiet confidence inspired more people than they would ever know. But hidden beneath every smile was one thought they never shared aloud. They believed someone, somewhere, was walking toward the same future, even if neither of them realized how close that moment had become. Then something happened that made even your soulmate pause. During an ordinary day, they heard a simple sentence from a complete stranger. The words were ordinary, but the feeling they created was extraordinary. For a brief moment, it felt as though life was gently confirming everything they had believed since that unforgettable confession. They could not explain why those words stayed in their heart long after the conversation ended. They simply knew they were meant to hear them. Sometimes life does not announce its biggest moments with dramatic signs. Sometimes it whispers them through ordinary experiences that only the heart can recognize. Your soulmate quietly carried those words with them, wondering if they were preparing for something much greater than they had imagined. Don't skip. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. As another chapter quietly came to a close, your soulmate stood stronger than ever before. Their confession had not changed because of other people's reactions. It had become even more meaningful because every passing day confirmed what they already believed. They no longer questioned whether genuine love and lasting commitment were possible. They knew they were. They no longer worried about perfect timing because they trusted that every meaningful story unfolds one step at a time. The people around them could sense that something remarkable was approaching, even if they could not describe it. And perhaps the most surprising part of all was this: the journey that began with a simple marriage confession was leading toward a future no one had yet imagined. Don't skip. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you, and the next chapter will reveal the unexpected event that brings this extraordinary story even closer to its unforgettable turning point. Everything seemed ordinary on the surface, yet beneath that ordinary routine, an unforgettable chapter had already begun. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end because the story is about to take a turn that no one saw coming. Days had passed since your soulmate's remarkable marriage confession, but instead of fading away, its impact became stronger. The people who had witnessed that unforgettable moment continued talking about it wherever they went. Some believed your soulmate had simply spoken from the heart. Others felt there was a deeper reason behind every sentence. A few even admitted that they had never heard anyone speak about marriage with such calm confidence and quiet certainty. It was not the loudness of the confession that amazed people. It was the sincerity behind every word. Your soulmate had chosen honesty over expectation, patience over pressure, and hope over fear. That choice became the beginning of something extraordinary. Every passing day brought another unexpected sign that the story was moving toward a destination far greater than anyone imagined. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. One afternoon, your soulmate received an invitation to a small family gathering. It appeared to be completely ordinary. There were smiles, conversations, familiar faces, and the comfort of people who had known one another for years. Yet something about that day felt different. There was an unusual calmness in the air, almost as though life itself had quietly prepared the moment. During the gathering, the topic of marriage appeared once again. At first it was light-hearted. People laughed, shared old memories, and spoke about future celebrations. Then someone unexpectedly mentioned your soulmate's unforgettable confession from a few days earlier. Instantly the room became silent. Everyone turned toward your soulmate once more, waiting to hear whether their thoughts had changed. Instead of avoiding the conversation, they smiled with the same peaceful confidence they had shown before. That smile alone answered questions that words never could. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you because the next few moments changed everything. One family member gently asked, "What if the person you're waiting for appears when you least expect it?" The question sounded simple, yet it carried unusual weight. Your soulmate paused before answering. They explained that the greatest blessings often arrive quietly, without dramatic announcements. They believed meaningful relationships do not begin because everything is perfect. They begin because two people are finally ready to appreciate what truly matters. Those words once again left everyone speechless. Several people exchanged surprised glances. Some nodded silently, while others lowered their eyes as though reflecting on their own experiences. No one had expected such wisdom from such an ordinary conversation. It became clear that your soulmate had changed in ways that could not be measured by time alone. Their heart had become stronger, calmer, and more prepared for the future than ever before. Stay till the end. Don't skip because something huge is waiting for you. The gathering slowly continued, but the atmosphere had completely transformed. Conversations became deeper. Instead of discussing dates and ceremonies, people began speaking about trust, respect, patience, and lifelong companionship. It felt as though your soulmate's confession had inspired everyone present to think differently about love itself. One older relative quietly admitted that many people spend years searching for happiness while forgetting that genuine happiness begins with becoming the right person before expecting to find the right person. Those words touched every heart in the room. Your soulmate simply smiled because that lesson had already become part of their own journey. They understood that every challenge,